The chilling tale of Iran's Black Widow serial killer, Kolsoom Akbari, Sari, Iran, September 2023. A 56-year-old woman from northern Iran has been unmasked as one of the country's most notorious serial killers, leaving a trail of death and deception that has horrified the nation. What began as a single murder investigation spiraled into a chilling revelation. Akbari confessed to killing 11 men over 2 decades, though authorities and locals fear the true number of her victims could be as high as 40. A predator in plain sight. Kolsoom Akbari, born in 1967 in a small village near Sari, lived a seemingly ordinary life. Married at 11, she had 2 children, one of whom passed away years ago due to illness. But behind her unassuming facade lurked a cold-blooded predator. Akbari targeted elderly, lonely men, often widowers, by infiltrating women's gatherings where she spoke of her desire to become a temporary wife, a practice known as sayyeh in Iran, to a wealthy, solitary man. Families, hoping to find companionship for their aging fathers, would introduce her to their loved ones, unaware they were handing them over to a killer. Her method was as calculated as it was cruel. After ensuring her target was wealthy, Akbari would agree to a temporary marriage, demanding a substantial dowry in cash or property. Within months, sometimes as little as 43 days, she would strike. She dissolved blood pressure or diabetes pills in drinks, gradually poisoning her victims. To avoid suspicion, she'd initially play the role of a caring wife, rushing them to the hospital when they fell ill, earning their trust. But in the final act, she'd increase the dosage, rendering them helpless, and often finish the job by smothering them with a pillow or towel. In one of her earliest murders, she poisoned a victim with industrial alcohol before suffocating him. Akbari operated across several cities: Sari, Nikka, Mahmoudabad, Babol, and Qimshar, carefully choosing victims from different areas to avoid leaving a traceable pattern. Her victims, all men over 60, included Mir Ahmad Omrani, 69, married Akbari in July 2012. He died a month later. Akbari claimed his 40-coin dowry, but his suspicious heirs refused to pay. She allegedly used his bank card to siphon his pension and, with her daughter and son-in-law, stripped his home of valuables. Esmail Bakshi, 62, died in 2015, 2 months after marrying Akbari. She demanded his heirs pay her 3 million tomans, a refrigerator, and a washing machine in lieu of her 12-coin dowry. Ganjali Hamzeh, 83, died in 2021, just 43 days after a temporary marriage to Akbari. His family paid her dowry in gold bangles, clothes, and cash. Gholam Reza Babai, 82, Akbari's final victim, died in August 2022. Days before his death, he told his children Akbari was forcing him to take heart and blood pressure pills, and he'd black out after drinking her beverages. His family, suspecting foul play, refused to pay her 500 million toman dowry and filed a murder complaint. A narrow escape. Not all of Akbari's attempts succeeded. In 2020, she targeted 82-year-old Masi Nemati in Babol. After months of marriage, she slipped drugs into his drink, but Nemati remained conscious and drove her away. Fearing legal repercussions over her 70 million toman dowry, his family chose not to press charges, allowing Akbari to continue her deadly spree. The arrest that shocked a nation. Akbari's reign of terror ended in September 2022, when Gholam Reza Babai's children reported their suspicions to the police in Mahmoudabad. Led by Mohammad Majii Ari, a special homicide investigator, authorities arrested Akbari. A viral video of her arrest, where she calmly introduced herself to the camera. "I am Kolsoom Akbari, a resident of Sari," spread like wildfire across social media, chilling viewers nationwide. Under interrogation, Akbari confessed to Babai's murder, admitting she dissolved a lethal dose of blood pressure pills in his water and smothered him with a towel when he became incapacitated. But the confession didn't stop there. She admitted to killing 10 more men, all elderly husbands she'd married for their wealth. Investigations revealed she had 18 temporary and 19 permanent husbands over the years, all of whom died under suspicious circumstances. A close acquaintance claimed her victim count could be as high as 40, though only 11 murders have been officially confirmed, a legacy of fear. Akbari, now 57, is the second known female serial killer in Iran, following Mahin Qadiri. Her case has sparked outrage and fear, exposing the vulnerability of elderly men seeking companionship. While rumors of her execution recently circulated online, the Mazandaran prison authority has debunked them, confirming Akbari remains in Sari prison as her case continues. The story of Kolsoom Akbari is a haunting reminder of the darkness that can lurk behind a familiar face. As investigators dig deeper, the true scale of her crimes may never be fully known. But for the families of her victims, the pain of her betrayal will linger forever. If this story shocked you, make sure to subscribe. Even darker and more unbelievable true crime cases are coming soon.